Hello everybody, I'm Crazy Canadian. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we are playing a game called Menace from the Deep. Now, this is a demo. I'm not too sure when the game's gonna come out, but the game is set around HP Lovecraft and like Cthulhu Mythos. It's a roguelike deck building game, and when I tested it out, I found it really good, really well made. So yeah, let's just hop into a new game here.
So, here it is, the inside of the Innsmouth Museum. It looks enchanting, Mr. Mayor.
I'm glad to see you're impressed, Mr. Graham, and that you decided to visit Innsmouth after all. But, as you can see, the museum is currently going through challenging times. Due to a rotting roof in most of the halls, there's a lot of moisture. We had to remove the most valuable exhibits to protect them from mold.
It's a bit chilly in here, but don't worry. My foundation has restored buildings in worse condition. Dr. Krauss, how do you find the local exhibits? Aren't they treasures?
Oh, are you asking me? I'm thrilled! I can't wait to start my work here. I'll instruct my team to conduct an additional inventory.
Mr. Graham, the museum is on the brink of closure. I would even dare to compare this place to an old and ailing horse that's better off being put down to end its suffering. Most private collectors have far superior collections than what you can find here. Are you sure you're ready to take on its restoration and upkeep? It's madness.
I know what I'm doing. They've called me worse names, my friend. Give me some time, and your town will be known for more than just the cheapest brothels. Thank you for your time, Mr. Mayor. I won't keep you any longer. Dr. Kruger and I will explore the museum, and if his assessment is positive, my lawyer will deliver all the necessary documents to you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. You're the only patron who has shown interest in Innsmouth cultural heritage. I'm just not sure what you are expecting to find in this place, but that's your business now.
Brain, you're a terrific actor.
I'm sorry, Head. I thought we agreed that my nickname is Kruger, not Kraus.
Don't worry. I believe this museum building will be perfect for the moths.
What? What's happening? This building is about to collapse! Gosh!
Keep your composure. It's just a minor earthquake. These things happen in Innsmouth. I visited this town with my father when I was young.
As you say, Head. But what was that noise?
You need to get out to the laboratory more often, Brain. I'm sure it's just a ship's siren leaving Innsmouth Harbor. Gather your people and see what interesting exhibits the moths can find here.
All right. So, believe this is just the tutorial here, and it's telling you all about the abilities, the consumables. You can only control certain characters and the cards. So, let's get to our first little combat here, I guess. Like I stated in the beginning of the video, this is a demo game, and I believe it's actually being worked on by only like a small team of people. I think there's only one person right now. But yeah, I enjoyed it so far. So we got a few different cards. Block. And it only looks like this guy's going to attack our main character here, which is this guy here. So let's throw a grenade, because that damages everyone. Add a block, and I think, yeah, we got enough energy. Energy is here in the bottom left corner. So let's play that card. And end our turn. And as I'm sure you guys saw in the beginning there's really good voice acting in my opinion. I think it suits the character models pretty well. I think it's done well, and I think that if the developer keeps going, it'll be a really good game. Okay, so we got deals 10 damage, but also 3 vulnerability to an enemy. So let's... Okay, that guy's taken care of. Initial. This card is available at the start of every battle. So I get 3 different cards. Let's play that. I get another one here. Our ally is good, so we don't need to heal anybody. Could just play these 2. Finish them off here. There we go.
Greetings, Ed. There's something we need to discuss.
What happened? You look all dirty.
It's better to discuss matters in private. Brain, aren't you supposed to be dealing with test tubes in the basement or something?
Cease your bickering, gentlemen. We don't keep secrets from one another. Remember what the code states. Knowledge is light. Moths fly toward the light.
All right. Lotus and I visited the village, as per your orders. Many of the residents there are not in their right minds. Approaching the ocean, they boarded a boat and dropped those sacks near some sort of huge rock sticking out from the surface of the ocean. A thunderstorm began, and the fishermen returned to the village. Lotus and I decided to use the same boat to get a closer look at the rock. Suddenly, as we approached the boat, attackers emerged from nowhere. There were many more of them, and I can swear they were inhuman. We had to flee, and something very strange happened there. I'm certain it was some kind of cult ritual, but I have no idea who those attackers were.
Calm down, Hand. You did everything right. Don't jump to conclusions.
Gosh! Hand, why couldn't you have observed them more closely? What if they remember you?
He did everything right. Go get some rest. You've done a great job. Tomorrow morning, assemble a larger group from our society members and head back to the protrusion. Brain will also provide some of his people. For now, let's disperse and rest.
And now this is truly strange. The moon didn't disappear by morning. Why is it turned red-pink? I don't like this, Head.
I agree. My wise father has records of this in his journals. Let's wait for Hand and his team.
Here's the rock the fishermen were talking about.
My people are already examining it. And it's not just a rock. It's a monolith. I can't say yet what the monolith was doing at the bottom of the ocean, but it's definitely not a simple rock. It's covered in symbols of an ancient language. But that's not the strangest part. Inside the monolith, we detected signs of a very powerful force, the nature of which I'll need to investigate further. And I can't wait to begin my research. Head, if this monolith holds any secrets, I will uncover them. I never tire of repeating, there are no unknowable things if you're willing to accept that the answer may be far more insane. I'm so excited. It's as if Christmas came early this year.
Go ahead, Brain. Do your magic. Now, Regarding the moon, according to my father's journals, the bloody moon is a sign of a new era approaching. An era of a new order and the coming of the elder gods. My father didn't speak idly, so I'm beginning to lean towards the idea that our arrival in Innsmouth is not in vain.
I've already heard this from a local. Though they may not be talkative, I can get anyone talking. The local claims to have seen amphibious people with bulging eyes and scales all over their bodies. He says they are messengers of the gods.
Please try to avoid using force whenever possible. You know I don't encourage it. So, this is no longer mere gossip or jokes. We stand on the brink of something great and incomprehensible. What's happening now, what everything is leading to, was one of my father's greatest fears. He hoped this day would never come. But I'm ready to face this battle. I won't shame the memory of my grandfather and father. We need to establish ourselves in Innsmouth and set up our headquarters here. Please go visit the mayor and inform him that the museum is already under restoration. But before that, we need new people. Volunteers who are eager to uncover the truth. New Moth's members.
Okay, so like I mentioned, the game is a demo and it's only being worked on by a couple people. So I'm sure once they get more updates to it, and I'm definitely sure in the final release of it, things will flow a little more smoother. But for now, we're just kind of left with, I guess, somewhat the main parts of the game. But we do have this option to build. We have 5 wood, and it costs us 3 to build a propaganda center. And it unlocks a detective for us to be able to play, so go and do that. Then we can start out on our journey. So let's pick the detective here. I'm just gonna randomize the name. Let's go with Arnold Shadow. Now this is something that I like about the game. Basically you have 3 stacks of cards here, and you can play up to 13 cards until you get to the boss fight, but you kind of write your own journey, I guess. So you could choose to fight some monsters, or try to obtain a relic, or you have an event with a character and stuff like that. And you have in the bottom right here basically gas. So your character's driving around, and for each option here it costs a certain amount of gas, and you have to make sure you get all the way down to the last card here, which is a battle with an elder god. So let's play our first card. I think I'm gonna do some more combat here. These must be the fish people that they were talking about earlier. And one thing I also like about the game so far is when you hover over the different enemies, they show you who they're gonna attack and what exactly they're gonna do. And everything you hover over lets you know what it is, what it does. So I think that's really well done in my opinion. But let's get on to fighting these guys, shall we? Let's apply 2 vulnerability to both of them. So this guy's gonna attack me, this guy right here. So let's add some block onto myself. And by the way, sorry if you hear the noises in the background. they are scraping the road of ice and snow today, which doesn't make any sense because there is no ice or snow on the road today. They should have been doing it last week when there was a bunch of ice and snow on the road. But yeah, we can only play one character. The other character here is a dog, and basically they do a lot of healing. They do attack from time to time. At least they did in my first playthrough. We do have an ability which is Flash. We get one card. I don't think we really need it right now. Gonna play this card, a double barrel shotgun. Deals 5 damage to a random enemy twice. And then punch, deal. Oh, this guy's gonna attack, so yeah, I got enough to play punch and block, so let's punch this guy. And then block. And I don't need a heal, so let's end our turn and see how things play out. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely wouldn't be punching these deep ones, they're called. Want to go near them. I'd be using a stick or a rock or something. But fortunately for us, this detective is a lot braver than I am. So they're willing to actually punch these guys. Okay, we just got poisoned. Yep. So let's... Yeah, they're gonna attack both of us. Not too sure what dexterity does. I think it increases our attack, so let's put that on. And I'm going to weaken that guy. And the brain, this blue bar above our health here, this one right here, that is like our sanity. And sometimes when you're fighting certain enemies, you slowly lose sanity. And sometimes their abilities like drain your sanity. And once your sanity is drained, I believe you lose. That hasn't happened to me when I first tested out the game. Get some more cards. Should be able to deal with this guy with just these two. There we go. And similar to like games like Slay the Spire, after combat you gain some money, and sometimes you gain consumables, equipment, but you also upgrade cards. So pretty much every combat you can upgrade a card. Every now and then you get a new card, which is really good. You can actually build some really nice decks. I think we're gonna try to gain a powerful relic. Okay. Museum. You have entered the museum. I think there's a spelling mistake up here. Mezium, I think that says. But anyways, you have entered the museum. There's no one around, and the dead silence makes the situation even more suspicious and unclear. In the museum, there are numerous interesting artifacts. You decide to take a closer look to see if there are any items with dark energy here. So we have two options. We can look for a relic or look for ancient manuscript, and you get one card of a high tier. I think I'm going to go for the relic and get three options here. We have Spyglass Relic, passively gain +5 energy for our abilities, or a lottery ticket where we immediately gain 200 gold or coins, but we have a 50-50 shot of winning. Or bird bones, in the beginning of each battle, heal +5. I think I'm gonna go for the bird bones. That seems like a good option to me. And we have more cards to play. I think I'm gonna play this one. A brawl with local residents. It's like two farmers. Yep. It's exactly what they are, is two farmers. Neither one of them are going to be attacking, so let's throw a grenade. And then double barrel shotgun. I like the art style of the game too. Like, it's really well done. Like, it's obviously 2D, but the way the camera moves and everything, it's almost like maybe 2.5D. It's really good. I've been enjoying my test playthrough and this playthrough so far. Let's gain some of that. They're gonna attack, so I think I'm going to just build up my block here. And from what I know, you gain, when you add block, it stays until it's absorbed all the hits, or it decays every turn. So you can throw your block on your character, and then even if you don't get attacked that turn, you still have block the next turn. It just slowly decays until you're completely out. Which is nice, because in some roguelike games, you instantly lose your block the next turn. Apply some vulnerability to both of them. That guy is dealt with. Apply more to that guy and attack him again. End our turn. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I know almost next to nothing about Cthulhu and the Cthulian Mythos. Or I guess you could say it's the Elder Gods and all that stuff, right? Let's get some more cards, see if we can attack them again. Nope. Just some block here. They're gonna attack for 7. Let's add more block. End our turn. Awesome, our dog took him out. And we get some equipment here. Nice. Let's upgrade the pistol shot. Now, I'm gonna keep this refueling station until maybe a little further down in our run. And we'll play this encounter card. Oh, what the heck is that? looting the bodies. At dawn, you continue your journey. The night was restless. In this perilous and malevolent place, every dawn is a rebirth. You never know if you'll wake up tomorrow. Walking along the railroad tracks, you spot a figure crawling among the lifeless bodies. They've had less luck than you. You crouch slightly to avoid being noticed and try to understand what's happening. Suddenly, the figure turns in your direction. It's a merchant. What? What do? You condemn the merchant for scavenging among the dead, try to examine how the people died, or you lie flat on the ground to avoid being noticed. I think I'm gonna try to examine how the people died. I am a private detective after all. Silently passing by the scene of a terrible atrocity, you attempt to see what happened here. Faces of the deceased reflect a cosmic horror experienced in their last moments of life. Oh wow. Even the appearance of these faces sends shivers down your spine. The merchant leaves without uttering a word. One of the dead is clutching a handful of coins. Why didn't the merchant take them? So we lose a little bit of our sanity, but we gain some coins. Interesting. So let's fight some more beings from another world. So far in the test playthrough and this playthrough, these are the only enemies I've come across. So doesn't look like there's too much variety right now, which is fine. I mean, this is, I think, version 0.1, and it's a demo as well, so no one's gonna attack me, so let's not waste our block cards. I think they're just gonna all attack our dog here. Okay, so these guys, part of a brood, so they deal additional damage point for each ally with brood status. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna apply vulnerability to that guy. Think, yeah, they're both gonna attack me, so let's gain some block and try to take out this guy. Let's gain an extra card. Deal damage to one or both of them. They're both gonna attack the dog this time. Heal up our dog. Play that card. Believe that adds to our attack, so let's take out this guy. Almost 1 point off. And there's only one left, so heal up our dog again. Throw that on and end our turn. Should hopefully be able to deal with that guy this turn. Apply threat, which makes him more vulnerable. And should be able to almost. One point off again. And here we go. So we can add a new card. Dust Veil deals 2 damage to a chosen enemy, gain 5 that. Human's Menace deals 50% more damage to humans. Or Monster's Menace. I already have one of those. So let's go with Nutcracker. Good name. But yeah, this is the card upgrade that I talked about earlier. Once you use your cards enough in combat, they gain, I guess, tallies up at the top there. And then you can upgrade them. And they have split upgrade paths. And you can upgrade their damage and add different abilities to them and stuff like that. Which is really good in my opinion. So it's also good to vary what cards you use, at least in the beginning. So threat applies 1 weakness to a chosen enemy, so I could continue down this path where I apply weakness to a specific enemy, or go down this path where I apply weakness to all enemies, but it starts to cost more and more energy every time. I already have an ability that applies weakness to all enemies, so I'm just going to use the top one. Seems like a smart idea to me. See what this encounter entails. Okay, the ferryman. The river obstructs your path. Great clouds have veiled the sky, and the wind has picked up. The air is heavy with the scent of marshes. Occasionally, thunder rumbles in the silence of on the riverbank. Nearing a crackling fire, you see a man mending a wooden raft. So we can ask for a ride across the river. I did that in my test playthrough. Inquire about the nearest bridge or attempt to steal the raft. I think we're gonna inquire about the nearest bridge. You inquire about the closest crossing from the man. Unfortunately, according to him, the bridge is an hour away from this place. The man suggests waiting out the possible rain by his fire and offers you tea. Results: get strong coffee. Huh. So we get a consumable. Cool. And we get an unknown here. It's unknown what adventures this card will lead you. I think I will play the refueling station before I play that unknown card. So, at the gas station, driving past the gas station, you decide to stop, have a break from the long journey. The lights are on, but there is no service personnel around. So you can choose to just move on, you don't get any bonuses, or you can fill up your fuel tank. Which is what I'm gonna do. Now, we got Storehouse, Unknown, and Monster Melee. Let's visit the storehouse. Storehouses, you have a chance to buy or steal certain items like wood or stone and stuff like that. So warehouse, driving through the forest, you notice above the tree canopies tall roofs of industrial buildings and smoking chimneys piercing the already overcast sky. The journey is not short, but you decide to head there. So I could steal some wooden boards, buy some wooden boards. I get 1 to 2 if I steal, or I definitely get 3 for 75 coins. I mean, let's be polite here. Spend some money and get 3 wood. Now play the unknown card and see what happens.
Well, well, well.
Oh.
Look who's here.
The merchant. So the merchant obviously does what merchants do and offers you consumables, equipment, and relics if you have enough money. Would have had enough money had I not bought in those wooden boards to buy a relic here, but I was nice and decided to spend my money. Haven't come across any elite foes, so that doesn't seem to be a good option. We do have some consumables here, or a rusty knife for our equipment. After enemy was hurt, apply 1 poison to a specific enemy or enemies. We got consumables, gain 20 shield to hero or ally. Gain 3 regeneration to a hero or ally with the Holy Cross. Or the Voodoo Doll, apply 3 weakness to all enemies. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick up the rusty knife.
You wish.
And in the bottom left here, we have a option to sacrifice 20% of your health to get 50 coins. So if you're shy a few coins and you really want a card or something, you could do that, but I'm not gonna try it.
If you don't die.
So we have an option to play another merchant card, another unknown, or a monster melee. Let's continue on with the unknown. Probably gonna get into a fight here or something.
Well.
Nope,
Look who's here.
it's another merchant. Got no money for you, bro, so. And our last card is Boss Battle. Battle with Elder God. And that thing is horrifying. And I don't even know how to begin to pronounce its name. Its name is down at the bottom here, just above the grenade card. It's a Narlathotep, I think. Not too sure. But it intends to block, so let's try and do as much damage as possible here. Playing all our cards. It intends to attack our dog lots. So, give our dog some extra health. Apply some weakness to him. So hopefully its attacks are lessened. And can't get through its shield. Let's play Flash ability, gain some cards here. Maybe we can... Yep, we can punch through its shield now. And you can continue to play your ability, but it costs ability points. We only have 1 energy left, so I'm not going to chance it. Maybe next round if we need it. Awesome, it has poison and bleeding. It intends to do a scary attack, which reduces, I believe, our sanity. Or, yeah, by 3. So, let's apply some block, strength, play our flash card, play that card, play that card, the Nutcracker, and let's punch it. Because surely punching an Elder God will go over well, right? Yeah, like I said, once our sanity goes down, I'm not too sure, but I believe we lose. So, it's something to keep an eye on for this fight. Gain some cards here, because all we have is block cards, and it intends to attack our dog. It's brass knuckles and then punch it again. Gonna apply some block to our dog, so hopefully it survives. And end our turn. Okay, it doesn't look like our dog is gonna survive. That sucks. Gain some of that. We also have strength, so punch it. 20 damage. Gain some more cards here. Use our ability. And use it once more. Really hoping for health to help our dog out, but doesn't look like we're gonna get it. That does, I think, 15 damage. It's hard to see, but I'm guessing that's 15. That is, I'm assuming 17. And that's 15 again. So let's use the pistol shot. We should be able to take care of the Elder God. Yep. Awesome. We already have a fan relic. There goes the people scraping the road. So let's get the compass. We can't get any new equipment unless we unequip and remove, which is permanent. Don't think we should use that. Gonna pick up another shotgun card and then upgrade the rest of our cards here. Choose that path for that. Upgrade our punch card. Sorry, friend, but but for now, it's a no-go. The time has not come yet. So, this character's progress ends here in the demo version. Don't worry, you've done everything as best as you could. It's just at the end of the character's journey, not the end of the demo. Alright. So later that day...
Ed, it's good that you're here. We haven't been able to decipher the inscriptions yet. The ancient language specialist insists that these symbols don't resemble any known language. It's a dead language older than Sumerian. That's not all. We were fortunate to discover something very peculiar. Something inside the monolith emits low-frequency pulses in a binary rhythm. The nature of these pulses is completely incomprehensible to us.
Bad news, sir. The new recruit didn't return on time. I sent a search party to assist him. Unfortunately, when the search party found him, it was too late. He was already lifeless. We brought his body here to honor his contribution to our cause and bid him farewell with honors.
Poor soul. After death, his face froze in an inhumane grimace from the horrors he witnessed on his journey. Good folks, please prepare a pyre for the cremation of the unfortunate.
What's happening?
Take cover.
Is it over? I think we have nothing more to fear. I've never seen anything like this before.
Look at the face of the deceased. It's no longer distorted by an inhuman grimace. Perhaps, crazy as it may sound, the monolith absorbed all the horror he experienced.
Brain, your hypothesis is not crazy at all. My father wrote about it in his journals. This artifact consumes the fear and dreadful pain experienced by humans. In return, it provides immense power that can be harnessed. Didn't you just witness that?
Head, we need to study it in more detail before using it. We don't fully understand what we're dealing with.
Brain, look outside at the blood moon. Isn't that a sign? What if the monolith is our only salvation from the cosmic threat looming over this doomed town? What if we have to fight the elders? Fight the very gods? Gods whose mere thought drives the most experienced members of our secret society insane.
You can count on me. I'm with you to the end.
Awesome, so from now on you will come across these cards in your next travels. Cool. And congratulations, you have successfully completed the demo version. The storyline of the Menace from the Deep demo version has concluded. You can continue playing to unlock additional locked content available in the demo. If you enjoyed the game, be sure to wishlist it, and as this directly influences whether the full version of the game will be released. Thank you for playing, don't be afraid of anything, and recommend the demo version to your friends. Alright, so this is the end of the demo version, but we can still come back to it if you all are interested. So I think this is where we're going to leave it off for today. So leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you feel like it, and let me know in the comments or just by liking the video if you want to see more of this, if you want to continue this playthrough. And yeah, I should leave a link in the description below to the Steam page so you all can check it out if you're interested in it. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.